Welcome back to another video. Our wheels, they're finally here, and our tires. The build's about to get a whole lot beefier. Let me show you guys what we're working with. We ended up going with some 1552 Range HDs. Let's open these bad boys up. These bad boys are going on the GX. They are a little dusty right now, but we did ceramic coat them to make it easy to clean down the road, because these are going to be getting muddy. They're going to be getting destroyed. These are a 17x8 0 offset. We are going to be running an inch spacer all around to give it that aggressive look. There's the specs for you. We're about to go to Discount Tire to go get our tires mounted. Our tires are already there, so we just have to bring the wheels in. Hopefully we can fit them all in this car because they are pretty beefy. We ended up going with 34s. 34 by 11.5s to complement the GX. It's currently getting lifted right now. Super hype to get these on. They kind of remind me of the SSW Dakars, but they have a little twist to them. So excited for how these are going to turn out. This is like probably one of the most exciting parts of a build, is putting on new tires and wheels, because it honestly it like completes it. So hopefully our setup is going to complete ours, but I think it is. I think it will. Wheels are dropped off, getting some tires. Now we just wait. Tires are in. I always bring the worst car to fit these boys in. These are massive. We're gonna go home and get these boys mounted up. Not mounted, test fit, because we still have the lift to do. These are gonna look so sick. The tires we went with are the Toyo Open Country RT Trails in a 285/75/17. So essentially 34 by 11.5, and these look sick. Big and beefy. All that's left to do is finish our lift, and then we can throw these puppies on. These are like the perfect in between from mud terrain and all terrain, because I really wanted an aggressive sidewall because it just looks so good. And then it's not mud terrain, but it's not all terrain. It's just a well-rounded tire. But we're gonna get this lift finished up. The time has finally come. We got the lift completed. Everything is going super good. Got everything cut to hopefully fit these tires. Might need to do a little bit more cutting, but we are gonna get these boys mounted up on our GX. We are also throwing on these 1-inch spacers as well, to give us some poke, get that nice poke going, because these are 0 offset, so essentially they're going to be -25 offset. Without further ado, let's get the car jacked up. Let's get putting everything on. I don't even want to talk to the camera right now. We're just gonna roll some B-roll because this thing looks insane. Dude. Hope you guys enjoyed that B-roll of the rig's new setup. I'm sure enjoying it, just looking at it. But we're gonna go over my reasoning behind this tire setup that we have right here. So the tire that I chose was a 285 75 17. This is essentially a 34 by 11.5. For me, it's the perfect size, one step down from 35s. I didn't want to go full balls to the walls just yet. Before I go 35s, I want to get a re-gear just so it's more enjoyable to drive. By the time I get a re-gear, I'm gonna want to probably go even bigger than 35s. So this is where I found the common ground, was 34s. I'm running a 1/2 inch spacer, or an inch spacer, my bad, which is essentially 25 millimeters. So with this and the 0 offset wheel, it's realistically -25 offset. The reasoning for this, I could have definitely just gone with a -25 offset wheel, but 0 offset is nice when you go bigger tires, because then you just have less rubbing, less cutting, less headache. If I was running -25, a massive like 12.5, 35, I'd be rubbing a lot more than I am right now, I think. I don't know if my math is mathing right now. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, but that's where Jack's brain's at. Math is math. Math isn't. Math might be mathin', who knows? But the wheels, 1552. I love these wheels when I was growing up. I used to be into like BMWs, Nissans, 350Zs, all that good stuff. Still am. Just switched my attention to my good old Lexus over here. But I love those wheels growing up. They were on like a bunch of cars, looked pretty sweet. And then they started making off-road wheels and I fell in love with them. I was really in between these and SSWs, but these ended up being cheaper than the SSWs. And were basically the same weight. I think these are 24 pounds and then my tires are 63 pounds, I believe. So overall, pretty lightweight setup compared to some wheels. Some wheels are like 30 pounds, more than 30 pounds, and then some tires are just insane in the membrane. More reasoning on the Toyo Open Country RT Trail. I have gone off-roading 2 times since I put these on, and I've loved them. They have not let me down once. I've never gotten stuck. They're quiet on the highway compared to mud terrains. It's insane. Or actually, these are quieter than BF Goodrich KO2s and KO3s. I was driving my buddy's car with KO2s on it, and these were insane how much quieter they are, and they're an RT. These have potentially, I've heard, good snow performance, good wet performance. They're good off-road. They're quiet, and they're not as bad as like mud terrain gas mileage, for example. So these were the perfect happy medium for me because they have the aggressive sidewall, good tread pattern, good all-around tire. But these wheels, back on the wheels, they just look amazing. One thing that I don't like about them is they're really hard to clean. These little holes, inlets in them are super hard to clean. And I've already scuffed them up so much from the trails. It's pretty bad. I'm gonna have to do something about that too. But that's what this car is for. To take it to some pretty sick places. Overall, 10 out of 10 wheel and tire setup. Highly recommend 1552. Highly recommend Toyo Open Country RT Trails. I've heard great things about them. If you guys want, I can make like a little review every 5,000 miles for you guys to give you guys an update on how they're doing. But that's really about it for the wheel and tire setup for this car. If you guys have any questions about the wheel and tire setup, comment down below. I'll try my best to answer to the best of my abilities, but I'm super happy with it. It looks sick, it rides good, and it looks cool again. The old GX is coming along here. Slowly but surely. I'm hyped to see where it takes us. That being said, drive safe, y'all. Comment what you want me to do next, and like, comment, subscribe. Don't forget the subscribe part. I think majority of people watching aren't subscribed, so you should think about hitting that red button down there. Peace.